I cannot believe there's a lot of people and developers out there that really like chromatic aberration, lens distortion, film grain, vignette, and all the post-processing garbage noises coming from the movie industry. I strongly believe anyone that's aware of these problems, the first thing that they do, especially on the PC, is go to the settings menu and disable all that crap. Why? Well, because it makes your games look worse. It makes them look like they are running at a lower resolution. You feel like you cannot see well. I mean, you might even get a headache with that crap, and you don't know why. You might feel it, but you don't know why. This thing is just so disgusting. Okay. Now you might think, well, man, on the PC, I always just download a mod and don't care. Well, here's the problem. It's an online game. Yes, you can download the mod, but now you cannot play online. And sometimes the mod is not perfect. Example, Armored Core 6. Same offender from software. There's a mod to disable chromatic aberration, but not really. It's a reshade mod that kind of reduces, but then it makes it worse for the hot elements, and it's just not perfect, okay? And actually, one of the reasons why I want to learn how to mod the games with Reno DX is to get rid of chromatic aberration. And I actually found the shader responsible for chromatic aberration in Armored Core 6. And the only reason why I haven't been able to modify it is because it's not compiling, it's not working, but there's a solution for that. I just need to learn a little bit more. So hopefully we can keep learning to fix that problem, so I can share with everyone the solution. So here, I'm gonna share with you how to fix it, at least on Elden Ring, Nightreign, because it was not working for me. So it's not one of those mods that you just download and copy to the game installation folder and it just works. It was not working. You have to do something. So I'm gonna show you that just in case you're suffering with chromatic aberration in this game and you're playing solo. Okay, so for me, this game as a multiplayer it's like it doesn't exist until I can use this mod. And of course, From Software, for some reason, they lock the game to 60 frames per second. I mean, there's no reason for it. It's just criminal. Look, it makes no sense because the game runs over 60 frames per second, no problem. No problem. It runs okay. It stutters and stuff, but it runs fast. It's not one of those very slow to run games. So I just don't get it, man. The game doesn't have any upscaling, no FSR, no DLSS, no XCSS. 2025 game without upscaling. I mean, and this is not a small indie game. This is a massive studio, which a monumental success. I mean, Elden Ring is my number 2 game of all time, and I'm sure it's number 1 game for many people. It's an amazing game that makes so much money. How can they just don't add a simple, just add DLSS? They added ray tracing though. Well, it is what it is, man. We have to suffer. You want a good game? You have to suffer. So I'm gonna show you the mods. So 3 mods to fix this thing. So the first mod is just to unlock the frame rate. So unlock the frame rate. For that, link in the description of the video. Get this app. You just have to use it every time you open the game. You have to just open this app and check frame rate lock. and then just set it to whatever the frame rate you need. 144, 138, if you're using G-Sync, which is what I'm doing, or whatever you need. And here you also have widescreen support. You can change the field of view, which is nice. Again, another basic setting that is not there on the game for some reason. You can change the game speed, which is definitely not something you can use in a multiplayer game, but it's there. And you can disable the runes loss on death. I would not use that, but it's there. That's kind of cheating, but it's PC gaming, so you can do whatever you want. So then you have to open this app every time and then start a game without EAC. And if it doesn't work automatically, you have to search for the game executable manually. Okay? Not a big deal. You just have to do it every time. So it's a bummer. Now, you also have to download 2 other mods to remove the chromatic aberration. One mod is just something universal to add other mods to the game. So you need that base mod first to then get the DisableChromaticAberration mod working. Okay? So that first mod is right here. The same link I'm gonna share with you. You have to download the Elden Mod Loader from here. So you have to click here, download that mod, and then download the DisableChromaticAberration mod. And what this base mod is gonna have is basically it's going to add the mod folder to the game installation folder, and it's going to have this file that is called modloader config.ini. So this file, you have to change this load delay, change that to 1000. I'm gonna have that in the description of the video, so you can just copy and paste. So change that load delay to 1000, and if it's not working, you can lower that down to 10. Some people say that fix, if it's not working, it actually works. Now for me, what made it work was to add this line of code right here. It's not a code, it's this line here. It was not there. So you have to add here under loadorder this line that says DisableChromaticAberration.dll equal 1. Again, I'm gonna have it in the description of the video, so you can just copy and paste that. This is what you have to modify. You have to save that, and done. So the actual DisableChromaticAberration mod is just a DLL that you have to copy on that mods folder. That's it. Very simple. So this mods folder is going to have this DisableChromaticAberration, and that's it. And this input8.dll I think is part of the mod loader config, or maybe it comes with that. I don't remember. It's very simple, very simple. But that's the important part. So it was not working for me. So this is what fixed it. DisableChromaticAberration.dll equal 1. Adding this line fixed the issue, and this load delay equal 1000. So that's how I fix it. Now, how do you know it is working? If you are not familiar with chromatic aberration, and maybe you've never noticed it because it's just everywhere, but once you see it, it's one of those things you will not be able to unsee it ever. And now, so once you see the problem, it's like, yeah, this thing needs to be completely eradicated. So now, how can you know the issue? To find it, to know, okay, the mod is working. How can you find that issue? Well, very simple. You're gonna focus on what is on the peripheral view of your display. So in the corner of the display, you're going to look at anything, really. And you're going to look at the contour of any object. When chromatic aberration is on, you're going to see a red line and a blue line. So red on one side and blue on the other side. So it's like everything has a red and blue contour, which is like, why? Why would you do that? It's like it ruins the pixels. It's just adding pixels with a different color. It's just bad. It's just a defect from the lens of a camera. It's like trying to simulate a defect. That is something that for a long time they tried to eliminate on the cameras because it was a problem. So why would you, in a perfectly uncompressed game, why would you try to add noises and compression problems that don't exist? Games look better than movies because they are uncompressed, they are raw, they are perfect pixels. Why would you ruin that? It just makes no sense. But that's how you can tell that the problem is there. Just look at the peripheral of the screen, and you will see those pixels, those blue and red pixels. You will see that, or green. They might look like green depending on what's going on. So you will see that. And on this game, they actually worked. They worked on the chromatic aberration. There was somebody from software that really loves chromatic aberration because he worked on it. So sometimes the problem is not big. Like when you go right into the open world, right at the beginning, you cannot see it very well. If you look at a tree, you go very close to the screen, yes, you will see the problem. But it's not a big deal. Now, when you get a foggy night, now the problem is like huge. The chromatic aberration is so obscene, you can barely understand what's going on. It's like huge. The red and blue, green pixels is like big, very big. So it is like they actually fine-tune it artistically, depending on what's going on, which is like, why would you do that, man? It's just so wrong. I would just ask. I would go to From Software and be like, who was responsible for chromatic aberration here? Be like, me. You're fired. You are fired. Okay? He's probably the same guy who designed the artistic design and all of that, which is great. I really like how this game looks. Aside from those issues, this game looks great, and I don't feel like I need ray tracing or anything like that. I feel like I need higher resolution textures, that's for sure, because I see a lot of very low resolution textures sometimes that look very ugly, and yeah, that can definitely improve. Like for example, here I'm looking at this is very, very, very ugly, very low resolution. If they add a much higher resolution texture pack, it would make a big difference. Another thing that they should definitely add is DLSS4, FSR, and XCSS. Upscaling is very important, because if you cannot get 4K plus on this game, you're gonna get a lot of shimmering and it doesn't look great. So it's just a 2025 game without upscaling. It just doesn't make any sense. Even if the performance is good, you can get a higher frame rate. Or you can, for example, just use DLAA, which is a good anti-aliasing. It has a lot. Sometimes it has ghosting. But in this game, DLAA should work perfectly fine. There's a mod for Elden Ring to add DLSS, actually. So for this one, it will come, because it should be the same. So they are definitely missing upscaling. But now they added ray tracing. Elden Ring, not on this one. This one might get a ray tracing update, which is the last thing that this game needs is ray tracing. They just need to fix the stuttering, performance issues. The game runs fast enough because it doesn't look that great when it comes to the fidelity. But I'm okay with it. You just add DLSS, higher resolution, fix the performance, unlock the frame rate, and no stuttering. I'm happy. I don't need anything else. I'm okay with this, with the design of this plants right here. That's fine. It doesn't look realistic at all, but that's fine. It's convincing enough. This is vegetation right here. I don't need to be like looking at it so close. It's fine. Like I don't have. It's not a big problem for me. Now I'm running the game with. I have a 5090, so I'm pushing a lot of pixels, trying to get rid of the aliasing. So I'm using DLDSR 2.25x. So I'm going to show you here. This is the resolution I'm running. This is like 6K. It looks good. 5760 by 3240. So I have the same resolution on Windows. So I'm running borderless right now, but it is actually, that's the resolution I'm running because it's like that on Windows. So I lowered the graphics. I haven't fine-tuned this, but I just lowered them to high just to get a little bit higher frame rate, but it doesn't really make a big difference. When I lower the settings here, very, very, very small difference. So I'm gonna fine-tune this to see what is the best compromise. But I would just lower the settings. I always lower the settings if I want to get a higher pixel density to fix aliasing or blurriness. This case, this game is not blurry, but it does have aliasing. Even with 6K, I still see aliasing here, but it's not a big deal. It's kind of okay. It's not perfect. It should. I mean, it's a lot of pixels, and it's still not perfect. Yeah, if this was with DLSS, it would be. It would definitely be perfect. So yeah, they dropped the ball. Now, when it comes to the game, I don't know, man. I need to play this more. I can tell you so far, Elden Ring is again my number 2 game of all time. Number 1 is Sekiro. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That's my number 1 game. I think it's the closest game to perfection. Again, locked to 60 FPS. Aside from that, I think that game is just perfect. It's perfect for me. But yeah, Elden Ring number 2. What makes Elden Ring so amazing to me is just taking my time to explore and progress the character. And this game just removes that. You have the exploration and it is rewarding, but the thing is, you have like a timer, like an invisible timer that is ticking, because it's like a battle royale. So if things, you have this blue fire that is closing the circle, so you have to move. You cannot take your time to explore, and that kills what makes Elden Ring so amazing for me. So I feel like I'm playing Returnal, but with a timer. It feels like I'm not a big fan of that. I'm gonna keep playing it because I don't want to. I mean, Elden Ring is such a big game for me, so I will still play it, but I just don't like to be rushed. Yeah, I want to take my time, and it's very difficult. To beat this thing is like tremendously difficult. I don't have a lot of practice yet on this one, although I have like 200 hours on Elden Ring, so I should be able to beat this thing, but I haven't been able to beat anything yet. So it's tough. This is a tough one. So I'm still gonna play it, but definitely this is not even top 10 for me. It's not top 10 because it doesn't have what I really like about Elden Ring. So yeah, but I'm still gonna play it, and it looks good. It looks good after you mod it. It looks good enough. Again, if you look close, the shadows, yeah, you can see it's low resolution shadows. I wish this looked better. I can increase the settings. It looks a little bit better, but it's okay, man. If it runs I'm getting over 100 frames consistently everywhere with some stutters. But it's not that bad. And yeah, 6K looks nice, but it should be a lot better. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you have any questions, getting these mods working, yeah, let me know.